Hello, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Graham, I'm just going to say hello to Graham first, everybody, because he's just arrived while that was on. How you doing, mate? All right?
I'd be all right if our last didn't make us and shopping right before bloody 1 o'clock. But apart from that, I'm all right, man.
And we've got Matthew in here as well. How you doing, Matthew?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. Early mornings, as always.
Early morning? Bloody hell, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, man. But
I have to say, just for the benefit of the quiz and everything else, I am hanging from last night, so please bear with me and please don't shout really loud.
Oh, are you saying I'm loud?
I'm not saying you're loud, I'm just saying just don't shout, especially when Matthew wins, because there's only two of us taking part.
Yeah, well, we're still waiting for Gary. Gary's on his way. He's got back late from he's got back late from the supermarket, so I think it's his missus as well commanding orders at him. But everybody that's watching so far, welcome back to Fans React. This is another pre-match live stream. Today we're playing Crew Alexandra at 3 o'clock. So yeah, hopefully, I think we're all hoping for another win, 3 points, and I have predicted 3-0 win today. I don't think I've said that anywhere on any streams yet. Oh no, sorry, I did. I said that on Jordan's channel. So I'm predicting a 3-0 win to Sunderland. I'm overly optimistic as always. I know, Matthew, you were on the Black Cats podcast last night talking about all the stuff. So you're probably just going to repeat a lot of what you already said. But what's your thoughts ahead of today's game? And give us a prediction, mate.
Well, I mean, mostly on Carl's stream, I was just talking about my architecture plans for KLD's reign at the Stadium of Light. But anyway, no, I just said my score prediction is a 1-0 to Sunderland, and it doesn't sound too enthusiastic. But if you think of the logic here, we scored 4 against Doncaster, 3 against Burton, 2 against Fleetwood. So I'm playing Crewe today. So if the pattern is right, we should win 1-0 today. And I think it'll be a much more difficult game than people are expecting, because everyone's going into this game expecting to win the game. I'm really confident that we can win it though. But yeah, I think it'll be a tough game. So I'm just gonna say 1-0 today.
Yeah, fair enough. I think when we do start expecting shit, then Sunderland just start kicking the bollocks usually. What's your thoughts, Graham, mate?
I think Crewe are one of them teams that people ultimately forget about, and I say that in the nicest possible way. But they're in the top half of the league, shouldn't be underestimated. But I'm going for a win. I think things are looking good, and I'm going to go for 2-0.
That sounds good to me. A bit more optimistic than Matthew, anyway. Even though Matthew's he's going for a win, I can't complain. Let's go through some of the chat. Also, if you've got any questions you want to ask us before we start the quiz and that, just drop them in the comments and we'll ask them. Right, we've got the usual Acacia in here. I seen you on the Black Cats podcast as well. You did really well. So thanks.
Did very well, yeah.
Yeah, she always does, doesn't she? Dan Humphrey, one of the lads from here. Welcome, mate.
Where is he?
We'll see you. Who? Dan,
where is he? My partner in crime.
Oh well, you'll see him in the. You'll be in the pre-match, won't he, Matthew? I think
the post-match.
The post-match.
Yeah,
he's having a break today. He's having a break.
Bless him.
Yeah.
He's got more homework to do.
Yeah. You see, when you're old like us, we have chores, and when you're young like them, you have homework, don't you? So.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely right.
Dave Wood, hi guys, great to be in here again. Looking forward to a great show and 3 points to follow. Thank you. We've got Jack Dodds. He's trying to wind Matthew up, saying that he loves George Honeyman. Welcome, Jack Dodds, mate. Hope you're well. We've got George Scott. Afternoon, George.
Chris Scott.
Chris Scott. He said afternoon, George. That's why I'm getting confused. Lee Dell, as always, afternoon, lads. Lovely sunny day in London. Well, I'm in Essex.
It is beautiful outside, isn't it?
It's a little bit cloudier over Braintree, but that's usually the case. We've got somebody on Facebook as well. How are you, the lads? We're on a roll. I don't know who that is. You need to allow it in your settings, I think, don't you, Matthew? Something you need to do, or you can
something.
Sorry, Graham, for just putting in what we're going to say.
Sorry,
mate.
I was about to say in the Bedford suburbs, the sun is cracking the flags out here today. There isn't a cloud in the sky, and it is absolutely tremendous.
Yeah,
excellent. So normally you'd be going out for a jog about now. I can tell by your Instagram and your Facebook.
I ran Thursday night and Friday, and let me tell you, being wardrobe shaped, running is not fun at all, honestly. But there's only one way to not be a fatty anymore, and that's to exercise, I guess.
Oh, tell us about it, mate. I swear I can't even fasten the top button on my work trousers anymore. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do something about it. But I said I'll wait till the baby's born and then I'll start. I don't know. I might start eating baby food or something. It might help.
Start playing five-a-side.
Five-a-side. Yeah. Christ, I couldn't run from me at the end of the garden, mate. I tell you. Right. Acacia reckons Matthew's going to win the quiz again.
That's a given.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I actually, it was a bit of a rushed quiz. So if it's crap, you don't shoot us. I came in after work and I just did it before I went to bed. So I'll do. Hopefully, it's not too bad. We've got AJJ. Why are Crewe known as the railway men, Graham?
Crewe is a massive. Crewe's a massive railway place. And it would only be right, if I'm honest, for that to be so.
Right.
And then the West Coast Railway or something.
West Coast Main Line runs through there.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there we go. Got Martin Gibson. Afternoon, lads from Turkey. Afternoon, mate. I think we've got Gary coming in as well. It looks like his video's trying to connect there. Hello, Gary. All right?
Yes.
Hey, guys. Sorry for that arrival.
That's all right, mate. It's all right. We survived. We held the fort, and we know you've got a missus there whipping you, telling you to get your work done before you come in. So,
Okay.
How you doing? All right?
I'll warn you now, Paul. She could burst in at any point and take over.
That's fine. She'd probably do better on the quiz, would she?
Yeah, very probably. Yeah.
No, it's nice to have you having him. I'll go to you quickly because we've asked the other two lads. What do you think of today? Do you think it's going to be a good one, easy one? What's your prediction for it, mate?
For the game today?
Aye.
As you know, Paul, I'm always full of positivity. So, yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to go for a steady 1-1.
Oh, Jesus.
All I'll say is I was fairly confident in the last two games, and obviously that came up. I kind of look at 3 or 4 games ahead and sort of like think about where we are and what might be in Johnson's mind, because I know all managers will say 1 game at a time. When you're playing 2 games a week, when you've got a reasonably big squad but lots of injuries, he's got to be thinking about rotating. He's got to be thinking about playing styles, and he had adapted the formation since Burton as well, which surprised me. All things considered, we're on a decent run. I don't think a draw today would be a bad result. I take into account Crewe from what's a decent football team. I don't think they're anybody's mugs. And we've not got a great record down there, so we're due a 1-1 draw, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Yeah, well, you're probably right. You're probably more realistic, but I refuse to accept that as the scoreline until the 90th minute when it actually comes in. But there you go. So everybody's going for a win in here, apart from Mr. Grumpy Gary Pearson. So hopefully one of the other 3 is correct. Anyway, we'll go back into the chat, see who's in here. We've got loads of people saying hello. Chris, Scott, Ethan, we've said all these. We've got Alicia, Raul. Welcome to the chat as well. And then Ethan said, "Oh, no, not Ethan." Right. So anyway, we've got a quiz. I've done a quiz, Gary. It's not the best one in the world. It was rushed after work, but we'll see how it goes. Right. Let's have a look here. Who we got? Need a tad more volume from Louis Theroux. Is that? I'm taking it. That's Gary.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
I know you must be using some.
Before.
So I had to get that one in there. Yeah, it's quite funny. Right, camera, please remember, don't put the answers in before the lads write down their answers. Yes, please. Because they just start cheating. So I'll read the question. Aye, start cheating, lads. Wait until you hear them. Wait until you see their answers and then put your answers down. I'll believe you guys anyway. Right, so we might as well get straight on with it because we've got the line.
I need to get a pen.
All right, you get a pen, mate.
He's starting already with the tactics, isn't he? This is
yeah.
Fares us all out.
He's got a Sunderland encyclopedia at the side there, man. He's just having a quick refresh before we start. But yeah, I'm even a bit more prepared myself today. I'm going to mark the scores down, so I usually forget the pen and paper myself.
What?
Yeah,
I've got my own, if that's all right.
You what?
I'll mark my own. Be okay. You can trust me.
Anybody that winks like that after they've said you can trust me.
Sorry.
No, I was just anybody that winks like that after they've said you can trust me. I just don't trust.
That's always good advice.
Yeah.
Right, I got a pen now to write me answers.
Excellent. Well, I've got 20 questions. Well, sort of 20 questions. I do have a few picture things at the end as well.
Not again.
There's only 5. Don't worry. You did all right last time, mate. Don't worry. Right, Ethan Dixon. Somebody kick Ethan out. He's taking the piss here. No way is that Paul being prepared. Get him kicked out.
Well, that's because I agree with
him. Right, yeah. Afternoon, Ian Donaldson. Right, we're going to start straight away on the quiz here. Like I said, leave your answers till after you've seen theirs. Number 1, basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a few little stats, very basic ones, and you've got to tell us who the player is. Okay, so they're all excellent players. They're not complicated stats. They're very simple stuff. You'll find out. So basically, number 1. Which former Sunderland player was born in Sunderland on the 17th of June 1990, played in midfield, and was 6 foot tall? Oh,
Gary didn't like that question.
So yeah, the clues in it basically. He's from Sunderland, so you know he must have come through the academy.
Okay.
He's born in 1990, so he's not very old. He played in our midfield, and he was about 6 foot tall. Who could that be?
Right, I just need to figure out how many years ago 1990 was.
Oh, we need to get Gary back in. I can see the top of his head there. 1990 was 31 years ago.
31 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, I've got it.
You see, there's people in the chat giving the answers away already. So don't look, Graham. I seen you glance over there.
Whatever.
Right, we'll give Gary a few minutes. See if he's
right now. It's 31 years ago. I've got an answer now.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. I'll tell you what. He came briefly. I'll tell you what. If you know his middle name as well, I'll give you a bonus point. But you probably won't know his middle name. Right, are you still with us, Gary?
Yeah, sorry, Bluetooth problems. I might have to move location.
No, that's fine, mate. That's fine.
What have I missed?
Basically, first question. Just think of the clues here. Former Sunderland player, was born in Sunderland on the 17th of June 1990, so you can work out his age. Played in midfield, was about 6 foot tall, and if you know his middle name, you get a bonus point. But I wouldn't expect you to know that.
I was taking a guess at his middle name.
You said you did say former Sunderland player, didn't you?
Yes, I think these are all former Sunderland players. Yeah, they're all former Sunderland players. These 5, got 5 of them. Just take a guess. I mean, it's there's not that many people it could be really. So come through the academy, obviously. He's 31-year-old. Played now in midfield. 6 foot.
6 foot. You said, yeah.
Yeah. Or 1.82 meters.
That helps.
Right, if everybody's got an answer, hold it up for us, please.
I'm just taking a guess at the middle name. Oh.
Right, Jordan Henderson, Stephen, and Jordan Henderson. And what you got, mate? Gary? Call back. Well, the other two get a point. It was Jordan Henderson. And his middle name, Colin got it right, but he spelt it wrong. Sorry, where's it there? Brian.
No.
Yeah.
So well done, Colin, mate.
Oh, his dad's called Brian, isn't he? I think.
Oh, right, yeah, that's probably right. My middle name's
You've
after
got
me,
too much
my
knowledge.
It's like a walking encyclopedia, isn't he?
Yeah.
Dan says turns 31 in June, so obviously Dan's been on Wikipedia. There you go.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So basically, that's how the next 4 questions are as well. That sort of layout. So we'll go straight to number 2. This guy, born in Herefordshire, in 1973. So he's 47-year-old, and he played for us. He was as a striker. He's 5'7" tall. So 47-year-old from Herefordshire. Hitchin in Herefordshire, to be exact. Striker.
Hertfordshire.
Yep.
Is
No,
it Hitchin Hertfordshire? I know this.
Yes.
City.
Yeah.
I've got it straight away.
Right. People, stop putting it in the chat.
You think you've got it, Matthew?
I know I've got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this confidence.
Hey, listen, it must be something if I can get it.
As soon as you said Hitchin, I remember. I knew straight away.
It's literally 5 minutes down the road from me.
Yeah. Right. Show us your answers. Super Kev. Yeah. Everybody gets a point. I'm supposed to be marking these. I nearly forgot to mark these down. So we've got Matthew on 2, Gary on 1, Liam on 2. Right. Number 3. Right. A little bit harder, I would think. But this guy was born in Desio, Italy. He was born in 1988, so he's 32-year-old. Well, see, it's 2nd of March. Yeah, so on the 2nd of March, he's going to be 33. 6'2", and he's a goalkeeper.
Oh, no. I just wrote Fabio Barini before.
See, you got to wait at the end, mate. Got to wait at the end.
So
It's fatal, Matthew.
I was in the middle of trying to work out how to spell Jackarini.
Yeah, same. I thought that as well.
I couldn't spell that. I don't know. It's got a Q in there somewhere, isn't it? But...
One Jacka, one Jacka, 2 Jackarini.
Has everybody got an answer?
Yeah.
All right. Egg shows them. Feed Manoni, and you just tell us yours because I can't see. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Everybody gets a point.
Vito Manoni.
Going to be close, this one, I think. Right. Number 4. Right, this guy was born April 1969, so he's 51. He was born in Malmö, Sweden. Played midfield, left wing back.
Oh,
Midfield and left wing back.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, midfield, left wing back. Malmö, Sweden. 1951. Loads of people in the chat getting Vito Manoni right and Super Kevin Phillips before that. So we've got some very knowledgeable people in here. Before the next question, if you haven't yet done so, give the video a thumbs up, please. That would be fantastic.
Should try and hit 50 likes before kickoff. That's usually the target I normally set.
Yeah, definitely. We can easily do that. We're also only I think we're about 5 or 6 subscribers away from 600. So if you haven't subscribed as well, that would be fantastic. You could be the 600th subscriber, so that'd be fantastic. Right, has everybody got an answer?
Yeah.
I'm confident about this one.
Stefan Swartz and Bjorklund. It is Stefan Swartz.
Hey.
He never played left wing back. I'm not having that.
Well, I did see midfield as well. See, it's because you've been rushing. You've been going shopping, come in, your brain's just not active yet, mate.
I know.
Colin said these questions are easier than yours last week, Matthew. Well, we're only 4 questions in.
Yeah, there's plenty of time yet.
There's plenty of time.
Right, we'll go to number 5. This one I think's easy. I reckon you'll all get this soon, especially as soon as I see the position. Anyway, this guy was born August 1974. So he's.
I'm just doing this so no one sees that I'm googling.
I thought you would try to do a portrait or something.
That'd be a pretty picture of us lot, let me tell you.
Oh yeah. Right, yeah. So he's 46-year-old basically. Born in Sunderland, left back, left wing. Easy this one. So born in Sunderland, 46-year-old, played for us at left back or along the wing, I suppose you
There
can
you
say.
go. Everyone see that? Didn't Google that.
I believe you, mate. I trust you.
Do you know? I think he's protesting too much.
Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
so do I. What's
yeah, because he knows this one, so he didn't have to
No.
go for it. Yeah. Shows your answer. I think we've all
Hang
got
on.
Oh,
No, I don't know. I'm going to pass.
Oh, wow.
I wrote something down and then I'm not sure whether it's right or not. Yeah, that's what I'd written. But I crossed something up and that. So
You
nothing
crossed
for
it
me.
out.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I'm honest, so I crossed it out.
Oh, you dozy. Oh, well, unlucky. So that's Matthew on 5, Gary on 3, Graham on 4.
a wrong answer is better than no answer, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't had that many left backs from Sunderland, I don't think. Anyway, we'll move on. Lots of people in the chat got that right, as always. Number 6. Sunderland signed Marco Gabbiadini from which club for a transfer fee of £80,000 in 1987?
My dad doesn't stop banging on about this. I know who he went to after Sunderland.
Now we're getting into the 1980s. This is more my era. Keep them coming, Paul.
Do you know he tried to blackmail us? He said, I want all the questions to be pre-1990 and I'll send you 50 quid. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it.
I have to say that wouldn't be great for me either, if I'm honest.
Paul, you don't know me at all if you think I'm going to give 50 quid that easily.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Remember, I've been in Yorkshire a long time. Starts to rub off after a while.
Well, if you've been in there, you should know this answer, yeah?
I have to say, my half's from Yorkshire as well, so
there you go then.
Yorkshire,
I got it as well.
Everybody got it. Well done. Couple of people.
He went to Derby. He went to Derby afterwards, didn't he?
Palace first.
Palace, and then he played for Derby. I knew he played for Derby.
I'm not sure.
Do I get a
That's all I
bonus
know.
point for that, Paul?
For what?
no, because you're only 1 point behind me.
Nah, no bonus points. Sorry, mate. If you'd said it's a 50 quid anyway, I might have.
Hello, yeah.
I'll bear this in mind for next week.
Yes, definitely.
He lives in York now, though, doesn't he? Gabbiadini.
Does, yeah.
As I wrote on my answer.
Well done. Right, we'll go straight to number 7 then. From which club did Sunderland sign Alex Rea in the summer of 1996? He was a great midfielder.
Loved Alex Rea.
Yeah, really good midfielder.
I'll not like him when I don't get this answer right.
Have you got an answer yet?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
All right, everybody shows your answer.
Get
Rangers. Oh, it's Millwall. Unlucky, Matthew. Yes! You got the points.
What did Matthew put?
Rangers.
Oh, it's going to be close, this. Right. Who got that right? We got Wykesafk said Millwall. Lee Dell said Rangers as well. So I don't know if he's played there or something. Has he played there before? Do you know why?
He's from Glasgow, isn't he?
He went to Rangers after us, didn't he? I think.
All right. Yeah.
Maybe that's one. Yeah, maybe.
Or after Wolves, anyway. He played for them at some point.
Oh, look at
now you've said Millwall. I remember telling him a story now about it. But I don't know. I just thought Rangers.
He's getting really depressed already, and look, he's only.
No, I'm not. It's only one question I've got wrong. It's only one. I can still get 19 out of 20 here. Come on.
I've already got one wrong as well, Matthew. So
game on.
Yeah, number 8, I think we're on. All right, this is a true or false. Martin O'Neill was undefeated as manager of Sunderland during fixtures against Newcastle United.
Undefeated, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. What question is this? Number
8.
Number 8. Yeah. I haven't got an answer.
Not confident on this one.
Right, go for it. False, true, and false. The answer was true. Oh!
Because the last time we lost the derby was with Steve Bruce as manager in the 11-12 season, like second or third game. Wow. Yeah, and Ryan Taylor scored a free kick for Newcastle, and we had Martin O'Neill in his first derby. We were remember Nicholas Bentner scored that penalty. We're winning 1-0, and then Amiobi. Mignolet saved Demba Ba's penalty, and then Amiobi scored in the injury time, which was devastating. Do you know what though? That game felt like it went on all day. I'm not. It felt like it started in the morning and it ended in the evening. It felt like it went on all day. But yeah,
that's
and then
actually the only derby I can remember under O'Neill, but there obviously must have been others.
Well, there was one. It was another 1-1. We were at home and Newcastle were playing in a green kit, and then they went 1-0 up with Kabay, and then last sort of 5 minutes we equalised. Demba Ba own goal, and then
Matthew.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about joining the Secret Service? Because knowledge retention like that is fucking tremendous. I can't remember. Yesterday.
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't tell you anything about that, Graham.
It's actually really, really annoying for three old farts. I can't remember what we had to eat for tea.
That's right.
Right. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Number 9 is this, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Which Sunderland player was sent off during our playoff semi-final first leg victory over Portsmouth in May 2019? Which Sunderland player was sent off during our playoff semi-final first leg victory over Portsmouth in May 2019? That wasn't that long ago, so...
Oh, I missed that.
No.
See that?
I know this is wrong.
Oh, he's showing the answers already.
Bugger.
Confidence.
What you put Maguire? No, it was Ozturk. Well done.
Maguire scored, didn't he?
Yeah.
Matthew and Gary got one. Right. So next question. Number 10. Which manager signed John O'Shea for Sunderland? People saying it was the worst decision ever for a referee for Ozturk being sent off.
Yeah,
it was pretty shocking, wasn't
it?
How many red cards did we get that season, and how many was actually overturned? Pretty much every single one of them was overturned. That's how bad the referees are. Like, they weren't even red cards.
Yeah. Standard hasn't improved much either.
Putting that up.
Yeah, hold it up. What we got? Yeah. What you got?
He did right.
Yeah.
I was trying to get an answer in quick, so I only put Steve B.
Steve.
I saw Steve B. I saw Gary's answer coming close to the screen, so I thought, shit, I better put something up. Will you hang fire? Honestly, you're like an over-eager puppy, Gary, for an old man. You need to just slow down a bit.
Class. Right, I don't know if you keep the score yourself, but I'll go through what I've got on here. It should be accurate. We've got Matthew halfway through on 9 out of 10. We've got Gary on 7 out of 10, and Graham on 7 out of 10 as well.
Yeah. No, 8. 8.
8.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, I can't count. It is 7. Sorry.
That's right. I thought it's very rare I'm wrong. Very rare.
Let's ask your last.
We're pooling our points together. So technically we're on 14 out of 10.
14 out of 10. Yeah. I like that.
Right, we'll check at the end.
14 out of 10. Jesus, man.
he might still win. You never know. All right, where am I up to?
Gary might.
Oh, dear me.
I tell you what, there's nothing better in life than There's nothing better in life than getting a text off your significant other saying your lunch is ready. Brilliant.
Oh, that's no good. Is it a hot lunch?
No, it's a deck. Cheese and onion sandwiches, my favourite.
Oh, nice. Is it the spread?
Never be
Is it the
thin on
spread?
cheese. Yeah, Marks and
Oh,
Spencer's do this spread, and it's tremendous. Absolutely tremendous.
Well, I'm not as rich as you, so I get Tesco's, but it's still really nice.
Listen, I'm not Richard. I'll just have a local shop.
Right, we'll crack on to number 11 then. Who were the opponents for Paolo Di Canio's first game in charge as Sunderland manager?
Do we get an extra point for telling the score?
Nah. But you can tell us if you want. Loads of people got Steve Bruce. Well, 3 people, so not loads.
Well, we got it, so there was 3 of us.
Dan Humphrey said it was Martin O'Neill. I thought he would have known.
Oh, Dobson, how dare you?
Yeah, Steve Bruce got sat that season after the Wigan 2-1 game. There's another bit of knowledge for you.
He's so cheesy, isn't he? You get a little wink as he said that. Yeah. Right. Go, show us your
Can I just
answer.
ask Matthew a question? What year did you start following Sunderland, Matthew?
Like properly like 2000, 2008, 2009, and then I got obsessed with like in like 2009-10 season. I went to bed and like read programs. I read myself to sleep with like programs. Like studied all the squad numbers, like studied the history in the programs, and became obsessed. Really.
Yeah. So there you go. No more questions after 2008. It's not fair.
Yeah.
He's got youth on his side.
Yeah, and memory. Yeah, exactly. Right. Show us your answer for this one then. Chelsea.
Okay.
Chelsea. And Newcastle United. Yeah, it was Chelsea.
That might have been the second game. I know it wasn't early in.
Yeah, and it was the second game, yeah.
Yeah.
And then week after Everton beat them 1-0. They didn't win a game, didn't win another one.
I have a funny feeling that was the game Aspilicueta scored an own goal for us. And then they came back to win 2-1.
Listen to this knowledge off between the pair of you.
I don't even remember the goal scorers in that game. I just remember Paolo Di Canio in this really weird jumper in that game as well. And that's not a lie. I genuinely was wearing a really weird jumper.
All I know is knowledge off is a cool word.
Yeah, knowledge off. You heard it here first.
I heard it. Right, what number on? 12, is it?
12, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, from which club did Sunderland sign Lorik Sana for a reported fee of $5 million in the summer of 2009?
Another one to get wrong.
I've got no idea.
If nobody has a clue, I'll give you a slight clue before you write an answer. There's somebody at our club connected with that club. That's the only clue I'm going to give you anyway.
That's actually a helpful.
Well, that was of neither use nor ornament, if I'm honest.
Well,
I've still got it wrong.
It's somebody quite important at our club connected to that club.
I know it now.
And answer's getting changed.
You've given it away.
Sorry, mate. Well, at least you get an extra point. Did you know it, like?
I had a pretty good idea, yeah.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
I'll give you an extra point because I'm currently last. Just get the extra points.
I've spelt this wrong, but...
All right, then show us your answer. Marcia. What were you going to put then? What were you going to put?
Me, I was going to put Fenerbahce.
I'd originally put Rennes
Ren
in
Kitchens.
the French league as well. Yeah. That's exactly who it was. You can't get better than a kitchen fitter, no?
Right, everybody got a point, so doing all right. Right, number 13. How many goals did Kevin Phillips score as Sunderland finished 7th in the Premier League for the second season in a row, 2000-2001 season?
Just his goals that one season?
Just his goals that season. We finished 7th. I mean, I can give you option A, B, and C if you want.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. We'll go A, 14, B, 22, C, 28.
All right. Well, I was wrong on all counts.
That's between two for me. What was it? Because I know he scored 30 the season before and won the European Golden Boot. I think
that's what I'd written.
Oh no! Wait, no, that was the 2000. No, 99-2000 season. What season was that, Paul? 2001, 2002?
2000, 2001.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, season before he got 30, he got the Golden Boot.
Yeah. Has everybody got an answer?
Yeah, I think I've got this one wrong, actually.
28, 22, 28. Everybody in the chat saying 22. The correct answer is number A, 14.
Oh,
Never.
Jesus.
I couldn't believe it would be that low.
I know.
No wonder why he hasn't got a statue. Jesus.
No. Well,
Yeah.
it's just appeared in the chat at the bottom there by Dan Humphrey. So,
Googled it.
yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
trust him. He's got a trustworthy face. I'm gonna say he knew.
A trustworthy face that makes him look like George Dobson. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so nobody got that. Flipping heck. Right. Number 14.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's because I haven't got the number on here. I'm just going through it. Which Welsh international who had previously played for Real Sociedad signed for Sunderland from Blackpool in 2011?
Oh, I know this.
In what year? Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, repeat the question.
Yeah,
Say the question again.
Okay, mate. Which Welsh international who had previously played for Real Sociedad signed for Sunderland from Blackpool in 2011?
This is really random. I have no idea how he managed to play for Real Sociedad. I genuinely don't.
Sort yourself out, Matthew. Sort yourself out. It's because you've lost two questions, haven't you? That's why.
Yeah. Nightmare.
Right. Everybody got an answer?
Yeah.
Go for it. No clue. Vaughan.
Never.
There you go. Vaughan.
Of course.
Yeah, well done, Matthew and Gary.
I didn't know he played for Real Sociedad, Dad, I must admit.
Nah. A few people have said Gareth Bale.
2011. I wish we had him in 2011. Jesus.
Christ, yeah. I wish we had him anytime, really.
Wish we had him. Yeah, that's true.
I've got to just do a quick shout out here to me brother there. Uncle Paul, say hi to Sophia and Annalise. They're watching you. So everybody say hello, Sophia and Annalise.
Hello, Sophia and Annalise. Hello.
Cute, absolutely gorgeous girls. That wasn't a quiz question, by the way, so you don't get any points for doing that. Right, I take it we're up to number 15. Yeah, we are. How many times was Michael Gray capped by England?
Oh.
Got loads of people watching at the minute. 43 people. Go and give the video a thumbs up quickly before I give the answer. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, I've no idea on this question.
You don't? No idea. Oh, you could get a point back, Gary. Graham.
I won't.
Right. Give your answer. Once. Oh, Gary gets the point. 3.
Oh.
Right, done. Gary's catching Matthew.
How many points now for Gary?
Right, after 15, Matthew's on 12, Gary's on 11, Graham on 9. That's
Matthew,
what
8.
remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Graham, I'm never wrong. I'm never
Okay,
wrong.
I'll go with that. I'm quite happy to be mismarked.
You said Marseille, didn't you?
Yeah. And I didn't get another one right.
Yeah, Marcia. What number was Marcia?
That was 12.
12.
So the last time I did the scores, after 10, you had 8.
No, I had 7. I miscounted.
All right. So I was wrong.
So,
oh well.
So me and Gary both had 7. Doesn't happen very often. Write this note in your diary. Paul got something wrong.
I still don't believe you. Right.
All right. Well, listen, I'll go with 9.
Right, we've got some pictures now. I know you love these.
God.
Oh, good.
God, no.
Let's go.
I hate these.
These are 5 pictures of former Sunderland players that have played for England, and they're in their England top. They're in their England strip.
There's not many
above their
then.
nose this time?
Eh?
Can we see above their nose this time?
After you've answered, yeah. Right, number 16 then.
Hey, it's high tech, this, isn't it?
Oh, I tell you what, no expense
Is
spared.
that some kind of joke?
Come on.
Are we talking about the one in the right?
Yeah, the one with the shorts on. Yeah.
Was it Sunderland at the time he played for England?
Yes, I'm sure he was. Yes.
Really?
That's a really good question, Gary.
So just remind me of the question again, Paul.
He's
Ex-Sunderland players who played for England.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And with England at the time, with Sunderland at the time.
Not necessarily. No, they've just.
Not there, right? Okay.
So former Sunderland players that have played for England.
Yeah, if you look at the strip, you roughly work out. I could tell you. Do you have the answer?
Hang on. Can you just show that again?
I've got an answer.
It's a pretty shadow, isn't it?
You're reflecting that outside, yeah. I'm just trying to look at his chin.
I don't think you can.
Look at one of our faces.
I haven't got a clue.
On the screen. Oh no.
Can't even work out the number.
Okay, I think
It's well.
I got my answer. I questioned it, but I think I'm going to go back to it. I think I've got it.
It's got a number 2 on it, but I don't know if it's a 12 or something like that.
22,
Wow.
don't know.
Something like that, yeah. Right. Has everybody got an answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold it up. Mickey Gray, McCann. It was Mickey Gray.
You get it.
Well done.
Do you know how I answered that question? Based on the question before. When he played 3 times, I just wrote Mickey Gray down straight away.
Well, exactly. Clever thinking, mate. And
not as stuff I look all the time.
That puts you on 10 in my book. So
that'll do for me. Double figures.
yeah, you're only 1 behind Gary and you're 3 behind Matthew. So you can do it. You still do it.
Well, I was only 1 behind Matthew a minute ago, so
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're 2 now, aren't you? Right, this one's easy. Come on, you can get this one, lads. You can get this one. Oh, it's the glare. Hang on. Sorry, lads. I'm trying to get that glare off it.
that's an easy one.
It's these beauty lights I have facing it to make me face look better.
It's
You
going
could
to
chuck some my way, could you?
It hides the bags, mate. Black circles under my eyes. Right, go for it. Show your answers. Everybody got that right. Nice.
What was that? Question number 17. Number 8 and 18.
Sorry, hang on a second there.
Hang on a minute. He's having some technical difficulties.
There's 2 at the. I've got another 3 and the 2 at the end. I've cropped it. I can't remember who the army sells. Anyway, I know this one anyway, so I'll show you this one. There's a signature. Look.
Yeah, like that helps.
Who could that be?
Number 18, I think it's got on there. And there's a signature.
got no idea.
Oh, you could get a point back here. I'll revert it back.
Just gonna be
Revert
guess.
to original. Matthew winning again. In other news, water is wet. That's Dan Humphries. Yeah. Right, you got an answer?
Yeah, I don't know if he was that tall though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What you got? Oh, Jermaine Defoe, McCann again, and Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson?
I don't know.
Well, there's
Hey! No.
I think I need a colour blindness test while I'm on.
That's disgraceful.
Lots of people in the chat getting that one right. Right, here we go. Next one. I think this is number 19, isn't it? 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Paul, you need to put them on as overlays next time.
Well, I would. Well, you've got an advantage because you can cheat.
Well, not if their faces are cropped.
Well,
Yeah, I'd just be seeing the exact same image.
You would, but you'd have about 10 minutes more time to look at them before they got here, wouldn't you?
Honestly, I wouldn't. I couldn't care as much. I'm looking at the comments anyway. Doesn't matter.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
And I got to make the banners as well.
Yeah. Okay. Who was it?
Oh, sorry.
Everybody got it right.
Get up.
I think having it just pointing it through the lens makes it a little bit harder. Anyway, it gives it that little bit of an edge.
No,
you know what I mean?
No. It's the fact we can't see their face now that it makes it harder.
Yeah.
Right, last one. Number 20. You definitely can't see his face.
No, I got this one.
Look at the colour of the skin.
I'm not being done twice over, let me tell you.
Right. Everybody got one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
Darren Bent, and...
There's nearly a song there.
Bent! Darren Bent!
This quiz is.
The next picture in the album is that one, so go over, check out Chris Turner on my Sunderland 11. That's on Matthew's channel.
Not yet, though. I haven't uploaded it yet, so you can't yet.
Shit, sorry. Have I just given exclusive away there, have I?
It'll be up tomorrow.
Sorry about that, mate. I thought that was up for some reason.
Really doesn't matter. It's fun.
That's the one. That's the one you need to watch.
That's the one.
Martin Smith.
Yeah,
he's on the channel. I haven't seen that one yet either. I've been working nights, so I haven't had a chance, but I will get caught up. Right, where's the train man gone?
Yeah, the good thing is, Paul, with me being logged into the Fans React channel, I can see how far in you watch my videos.
No, you can't.
I can see the red line, how far it goes in.
On your channel?
Well, no, because I'm also logged into the Fans React channel. So I can go on the Fans React channel and then go on my channel and see how far in you've watched my vids.
Well, so you must know.
So I must know what.
Are you saying that I don't watch them all?
No. I'm not saying that, but I'm just telling you I can see how far in you watch them.
I'm sure when I watch them all. Sometimes I watch them on my phone, sometimes I watch them like it work, like bits and pieces. But yeah, I always watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, next. We'll give you the scores, actually. We haven't given you the scores, have we?
Oh, God, yeah.
Matthew got 16.
16?
And he's the winner. Gary got 13. Am I right? Yeah.
6.
Graham got 12. According to him, he got 11, though. So we'll see.
11,
Well done. Well done for another win.
13, 14, 15.
How
Sorry,
far
I'm
was
just
that
doing it.
behind Matthew? 3?
17. I got 17. I got 17. I got. Hang on. Look, hang on. Let me count it.
That's still his worst result.
Unless I haven't marked the last one on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 17.
I must have marked the last one. So you all got it right, didn't you?
Yeah.
Darren Bent, yeah. Oh, well, that was a good quiz anyway. I enjoyed it. Oh, commiserations, Graham. You came last.
Colin got 20.
Courtesy of Google.
Yeah, I believe it. Colin is very knowledgeable as well. So have we had Colin on the quiz?
Did you see the quiz the other day?
No, I haven't.
He wasn't great on the quiz the other day. Like, I have to say.
Oh, was he not?
And I'm not trying to start another world war between football fans. But if I did, you know, you can't be that great. Yeah. Matthew, back me up, yeah.
Yeah, you did. I can't remember. Yeah, you did.
Right. Well, we've got literally 5 minutes till the team news comes out. Matthew, would you mind putting that on the bottom again when it comes out?
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind.
We'll talk about it. I don't know. Do you think there's going to be any changes, Gary? Do you think there's going to be? Would you like to see any changes for the lineup today or the formation?
So I think as I said earlier, I think the key thing for me is whether he wants to rest players. In particular, to me, McGeady and Ledbetter, not because they're not good players, but it just strikes me they're playing a lot of football for 35-year-olds, and you know we need to make sure we look after them both. I mean, generally in terms of the performance on Tuesday night, you wouldn't want to make any changes, would you? But I've really grown to like Scowen this season, or certainly since Johnson came in, because he's full of energy. So I wouldn't be against Scowen coming in for Ledbetter. And at some point, Jones getting a decent chance on the left, which means McGeady being taking a rest as well. But maybe that's something he does like in the second half rather than at the beginning. I suppose if I was him, I wouldn't want to make any changes. No. Gooch has not been as effective as I think he can be. So maybe there's a chance that somebody will come in for Gooch. That would probably be Diamond. But I think if you were Johnson, you'd probably start with the same team and use the 5 substitutes if he needs to. Yeah,
and that'll be enough to get us the amazing 1-1 draw that we're going to get. Right, Graham. What about you, mate? Do you think you'd like to see any changes there, or would you keep it the same?
Before the midweek game, I wrote this down, which was the team sheet from the other day. For anybody who was here, only change I think the only thing I'm determined that I want to see Jones start instead of O'Brien. Yeah. Despite how good a game that O'Brien had on Tuesday night, I do think it's about time we started giving Jones some game time from the start, and then if necessary, change him out with O'Brien. The only other change I'd make, like Gary, is I'd bring Scowen in for Ledbetter, because 35-year-old or not, it's going to take its toll on him eventually. Where I disagree with him, sorry, Gary, is I'd keep McGeady in because the man is like a machine. Even at 35-year-old, he is like a machine. He really is. So I'm pretty much unchanged from my team the other day. I would replace O'Brien with Jones and Scowen for Ledbetter, but that's it.
Yeah, fair enough. I think I'd agree with that, especially McGeady. I know he is old, but he doesn't even look tired when he's on the pitch.
Well, did you see when he came off the other night? He was like,
yeah.
I can keep going, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Matthew, would you agree with that? Would you make any changes or keep it the same?
I'd like to see. I'd love to see Jones start. First of all, I did you see when he came on against Fleetwood? He got tackled and he like fell on his head really, really badly. Did you see that? But that's the kind of player he is, because we need the players, and I always said this, that are going to cause the other team a nuisance, and the other team can't handle him. So as we've seen, they just keep fouling him, and the amount of fouls we get, the more fouls we get, the more balls we can get into the box, and the more headers we can sort of get. Although saying that, when we get free kicks, we do love to play some short free kicks. So yeah, I don't know.
Short goal kicks.
Yeah, as long as they're not short goal kicks. But yeah, I'd only say, look, if the same team lineup came out against Fleetwood today, then I wouldn't be too fussed. But I would prefer to see Jordan Jones in the team. Was it Scowen wasn't even in the squad, was he, on Tuesday?
No,
he's carrying an injury, I think.
Apparently he's travelled. Somebody said he's travelled down with Younger today. So
fair enough. Yeah. I mean, just like Gary, I've sort of grown to like him as well. Yeah, I think he is a good little player. Obviously, a lot of players out in this league don't have such a consistent run, and you can't expect them to play the same every game. We see a lot of players, Maguire for one, who can do something really good in one game, and then the next game just be an absolute nightmare. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, really. But yeah, the team lineup's going to come out in 1 minute. Yeah, I wouldn't be too disappointed if it's the same as last week.
Definitely. Would you mind just sending Sean the link for his, please, Matthew, for Joel to get into on it? Because I've just seen him messages and fantastic. Sorry, Gary, what were you going to say, mate?
No, I was just going to say the only person we haven't talked about is Winchester. And I've still got it in my mind that Winchester's going to come in as at some point as Grant Ledbetter's replacement, because I think he's that type of player, more defensive midfielder. So at some point, I think we might see him given a longer chance. I don't know whether today's the day, but he was brought on the other night, wasn't he? So that might happen too.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. He definitely is a similar sort of player, just obviously a lot younger. So
I'm just dropping off a second, lads. I'll be back in a moment.
No worries, mate. No worries. Quickly on the chat there, Jason Ashman saying we should start the same team that finished on Tuesday. Can't really argue with that. Colin, Dion Sanderson has been the main man for us in recent games. Really stepped up. Do you think signing him permanently is a realistic possibility? Graham, what do you think of that? I personally think Dion Sanderson, I agree with Colin, absolutely fantastic player for us at the moment. Would you want him to sign permanently for us?
I think so. I definitely think so. He's proved to be a touch above, a class above in the last few games. So he's been back-to-back man of the match.
Yeah.
In the last 2 games, he's all over the place. He is absolutely tremendous, And I would, if the club was to make a formal offer to Wolves for him, then absolutely, 1,000,000%.
Yeah. No, I think I agree. I think he's fantastic. Every time I've seen him, I've never been disappointed. He hasn't had a bad game for us, I don't think.
No.
Do you think we should be signing him, Matthew? Do you think it's realistic that we'll get him as well, John Sanderson?
Yeah, we've got the team here as well. Yeah, I said this on Carl's live stream last night. I hope I got that all right. O'Nien, Gooch, Power, Scowen, McFadzean, O'Brien. Yeah, I have. Yeah. I certainly would like to see him stay, and it's a signing that I think we'll only make if we get promoted, because there's no way that with his young ambitious career, and he's a good player at this level, it just shows that unfortunately with other players getting injured, Wright getting injured, Willis getting injured, it's horrible for them, but he's really stepped up, to be fair to him. He really has, hasn't he? He's really stepped up, and just shows what he's capable of. Can you hear my little brother screaming? He's playing Minecraft with his friends. He's screaming his head off. Yeah, but no. So, Sanderson should definitely stay. But the thing is, a signing will only make, as I keep on saying, in the championship if we go up. And I'll ask everyone a question as well. If both clubs in their prime, who would you rather play for, Wolves or Sunderland? Put them side by side. It's very clear Sunderland is the bigger club. But at the moment where we are, it doesn't prove that. So we've got to get promoted if we want any chance of signing him permanently, and then we can say to him, look, when we get to the Premier League, we want you with us. You can come on this journey with us. We'll give you this bonus, this bonus, this bonus. So yeah, honestly, Sanderson I think loves it in Sunderland. So I hope he does stay.
Excellent. Yeah, as we can see, the team news, Gary, we'll ask you. We've just been talking about Sanderson there, maybe signing him, hopefully. We've got him in the starting lineup again today, back three, by the looks of McLaughlin, Sanderson, and 09. Would you try and sign Sanderson, and what do you think of that sort of makeshift defence that we've had recently?
They've done far better than I expected. Sometimes things just fall into place, don't they?
Yeah.
So is Matthew going to say something? No, sorry.
No, he's farting around.
It's just my brother who would win the garden. Who would win the garden, me or you?
I can remember a couple of times in the past when we've just sometimes fallen on a defence that works and they click. And I'm just wondering if the same thing's happened here with the back three. I didn't think Johnson was a fan of the back three at all, but they all seem to bring something different to the party. I think McLaughlin's improved a lot this season. I was a bit unsure about Sanderson at first, and I slam where he's playing in a back four, but he looks more comfortable in a three. And we know 09 will just put a shift in anyway. So I'm really glad. I'm really happy with the way that's fallen. Maybe they haven't been really tested yet. But, when you've got the likes of Wright and Willis and Hume out, we're always going to have to just piece together whatever we could. So I'm really pleased. Sanderson, I think, is thriving on the responsibility of being the central man of those three. And providing they get some decent protection, then, yeah, I'm quite happy with the way that's worked out. No complaints from the last 3 or 4 games at all. And if we've got a chance to keep Sanderson, then, yeah, we should bite their hands off for me.
Yeah, definitely. It does throw up a little bit of a dilemma. If, say, for example, Graham, if Bailey Wright was fit next week, Flanagan's fine, Willis is fine, what would you do? Would you bring them straight back in, or would you just leave it as it is?
I think a lot of it depends on what happens, what we don't see, what happens in training, that kind of thing. Because I think you should always pick your best team based on merit, rather than names and characters. Don't get me wrong. If Wright is fit, then you got to say that he's probably going to get the nod.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a given. But it mixes up everything else because. 09 will put a shift in anywhere on the pitch. We just need to be careful with 09 because he has this amazing ability to keep getting himself booked, and before long his cards are going to tot up. But then when 09's fit, when Bailey Wright's fit, and the others at the back, Willis and whatnot, where do you put 09? Where does 09 go? And who does he replace? Because the rest of the team are playing fairly well, so you could only go on merit.
Yeah, you could probably put 09 as a goalkeeper. He'd do really well, I would think.
yeah.
But yeah, Matthew, as Graham said there, when Bailey Wright's fit, you would expect him probably to come back in the squad. But maybe expecting it, and should it happen, would you change it basically? If Bailey Wright was fit for next week, would you put him in?
Yeah, and then I'd move 09 up to midfield. Although 09's done really, really well there, and I think 09 is one of the players that, as long as he's on the pitch, he's happy. So yeah, I mean, if Bailey Wright came back in, obviously I would rather have our main defender in our defence than probably a midfielder. So I would rather him be there than 09 definitely, and move 09 up further on the pitch. But it just proves really 09 can really play anywhere, and he's happy really as long as he's on the pitch. So thing is, as it stands at the moment, I'm quite comfortable with 09 in defence. But if Wright comes back, then yeah, definitely get him back in the defence.
Yeah, fair enough. Looking at the midfield now, no Ledbetter today. We've got Gooch, Power, Scowen, and McFadden. What do you think of that one, Gary? Happy with that?
Yeah, I think it's as we predicted. So Scowen's coming for Ledbetter there, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's what you said. You think it'd probably be a good idea to rest him, didn't you?
Yeah, so that doesn't surprise me. I think probably the key thing is for Power to sit and protect the back three. So that's probably the worry. That's what Ledbetter has done for us. Just that ability to control the plane and help snuff out any attacks. So we're asking something a little bit different from Power there. Concerns me a little bit because he does have a tendency to go walkabout, get caught out of position. I think Power's one of those players who seem to have responded to Johnson. Confidence player. He's looked a lot better, better decision making. But hopefully, if he sits, then Scowen obviously will help because of his energy. Obviously, I don't think I'm alone in saying McFadzean is a worry on the left. Whether Vokins should have been in for him, I don't know. What I've seen of Vokins, I've not been impressed with. So it's a bit of Hobson's choice with those two until we get Hume back. So, I'm happy enough with the midfield. Again, there's lots of energy there, isn't there, with Gooch as well? So, I think we're going to need that against Crewe because I think they will pass it around and we're going to, at times, need to chase to get the ball back off them. Yeah,
definitely. Let's see a lot more energy, a bit more attack-minded, I think, as well. Before I go to you, Matthew, or I just want to say, Travis Collins asking, where's Sean? He's going for a 4-1 win today as well. That'll be fine. We'll take that. But Sean is on next with Matthew about 2:30 that starts, and it's got Jam Sarni on there on the actual watch-along live stream. So just stay on this channel. That's going to be really fantastic.
I feel like we're Sky Sports now. Next. On next.
Yeah, next up.
Coming next. Yeah. I need to improve my presentation voice, don't I? It's time! Anyway. We'll go with you, Graham. What are you happy with that midfield? Would you have kept Ledbetter? Yeah, you chuffed with that?
I think I said it earlier, and I said the only change I think I would look to make would be Scowen for Ledbetter, and it does. It looks like that's happened. I have to say that I'm kind of I'm willing to don a tin hat to say this as well. I think McFadzean's actually growing on me a little bit. Like a wart on your arm. No, not like it. But I think he's kind of growing on me a bit. I really do. I think he's. I think I've said this about other players in the team, and I do believe a lot of it is confidence based. If you've got somebody who's giving you if somebody's giving you confidence to go out and do a job and do it well, and that's all he needs, then so be it. We've said it about other players. White confidence. Ledbetter. Confidence. McLaughlin. There's nobody bigger than McLaughlin for improvement through confidence. And I just wonder whether McFadzean's one of them as well.
Yeah, definitely. Would you have started with Vokins over McFadzean, Matthew, or are you happy with that?
Oh, definitely McFadzean. Definitely McFadzean. And do you know what? When Vokins came in, we were like, oh, let's start Vokins over McFadzean. We're getting sick of McFadzean now. And when he got a little injury, we're like, get in. Come on, let's go and see Vokins. And then Vokins came in, and I've never seen one person put us under so much pressure. Yeah, it reminded me of the George Honeyman days. But honestly, it putting us under so much pressure constantly. And I thought, dear me, the quicker this guy can get out of the team, the better. But do you know what? It reminded me a little bit of when 09 first started in the team. And 09, I remember every time he got the ball, he got pushed off it. He lost the ball away, put us under really bad situations. And then suddenly he came into the team, and then it was just solid. And I think it was the first time he played right back at Portsmouth away, and he actually scored in that game, and he was just solid. And then ever since then, he stayed in the team. And look at him now. So as long as Vokins has the same mentality of, I've got to. I mean, he's only on loan, so he'll only be with us for the rest of the season. But you can tell that guy's got a lot to learn, and maybe I don't think that the highest level he'll play is the Premier League. It's certainly not the highest level he'll probably play is League One or maybe Championship at best. You can tell that with some players. There's a reason why Donald Love left the Man United. Do you know what I mean? There's probably going to be a reason why Vokins would leave Southampton in the Premier League, but. Look, I mean, the guy, he can get better. He definitely can. But I certainly would keep him clear of the team now, because this is the thing. I think we've said this before, Graham. Of we can't have players who will be good in a year or
no.
They've got to be good right
now. Yeah, because this is when we need it. Absolutely bang on. Absolutely bang on.
Yeah.
Just on that note, I'm just reading the live chat, and in the voice of your brother Paul, because I've listened to him quite a lot, and we see the reaction videos and whatnot. Both rubbish. Play Gooch there with Jones ahead of him, and I can just imagine him saying it. Bloody terrible. Colin, we need to get you on these pre-match games, man. Honestly, be tremendous to see you on them.
I think he would love to come on. It's just he's got little girls running around like who we shout out, but we can get him on at some point. Surely, I'm sure we can figure it out.
Absolutely right.
Just chuck them in the wheelie bin
right.
for a bit or something. That'll be fine, won't it?
Not that we condone that kind of thing, but I hear
you. Definitely. Right, let's go through the front three. I think we all would agree nobody's going to drop Wyke. So we've got O'Brien, McGeady. I know, Gary, you were suggesting maybe putting Jones in for McGeady. Somebody suggested Jones in for O'Brien. Just quickly, what three would you have up front? Obviously, Wyke and who else? Gary?
I think I've said in some of the videos, I think the conundrum for me is O'Brien. I don't really know what to make of him as a footballer. I really don't. When he first came in, I thought, the lad's trying. He's got lots of movement. He's getting in the box. He's coming deep. We can work with this, and it'll give us something different than we already have. And then lately, I probably lost a bit of patience with him, to be honest, because the ball just bounces off him. His control is awful. But on the other hand, you can't ignore the fact that when he's been playing alongside Wyke, it's coincided with this purple patch for Wyke. And to see both of them getting in the box for the first goal on Tuesday night, to see two strikers attacking the ball, floated ball from a McGeady. I mean, at the start of the season, that just wasn't happening. Crosses like that, there was nobody on the end of them. So there was good to see him making the run, and Wyke occupying defenders as well. So I don't know. I some of this comes down to formation. To me, O'Brien should be playing more of a number 10. He should sort of be holding off a little bit, but he needs to improve his hold-up play. And whether that's a position that somebody like Gooch can play or even O'Nien can play, I don't know. But at the moment, it's O'Brien's to lose. But I'm just not impressed. Other than his movement, I'm not that impressed with him as a footballer.
Yeah.
And so as a consequence, he'll never be my first pick. But he's obviously bringing something to the team and something to Wyke that you probably can't ignore at the moment. But I'm really just not convinced by the man at all.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Before I go to you, Graham, I'll go to Matthew because I know you're probably going to go a few minutes early to get yourself ready for the next live stream with Sean. So, your thoughts on the front three? Obviously, you'd keep Wyke in. Would you do anything else with the other two?
Well, obviously, I would have liked to have seen Jones start, but as I said, if it was a similar team to last week, I wouldn't be too bothered. With what Gary says as well, I think I was a lot like that with O'Brien for most of the season, thinking, he's all right. He's got maybe a little step over here and a little turn there. Couldn't quite beat a player. Doesn't quite have, the pace we'd like. Neat and tidy player, not a goal scorer. But saying that, he has scored a few goals recently, only a few. I think he's thought to himself, right, I've got to, I've got to stay in this team. I've got to step up a little bit. So he shaved his head. He grew himself a beard, and I think he's really, I think he's done a lot better. And yeah, look, I'm not. I think he could still really do a job, and I think he didn't quite get the chance that the football at Millwall that he would have liked. But saying that, maybe he isn't sort of their best player in the Championship. Maybe he's not a Championship player. Maybe League One is his level. So look, he's got a lot of things to prove. Give him a run in the team, and as we've the proof is with the run in the team, he's played a lot better. I don't think it's quite difficult for players to be chucked in for like a game or two and for them to really make an impression. It does take a little bit of a run in the team. You can say that for Wyke. At the start of the season, we weren't playing Wyke as our main striker. It was always O'Brien and Grigg or Grigg and Graham. And it took a while for maybe Wyke to get his chance, but then he had a run in the team. And look at him now; he scored 18 league goals. So look, we'll give O'Brien a run in the team, and I can tell you at the end of the season whether I was impressed with him or not.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with all of that, to be honest with you. Before going to you, Graham, I'll let you go, Matthew. Let you get yourself sorted for the next one with Sean and Jam. Sorry, that'll be starting at 2:30, so we'll make sure we're finished. We'll be finished this one, so you can just straight.
That'll give me enough time to eat all my chocolate.
Yeah, I thought I could see you sticking stuff in your mouth. I wasn't sure what it was. I'll let you go, Matthew, the quiz master. Thank you very much for coming in again, mate. We'll be watching it on the next one.
All right,
I'll have my revenge on you, Matthew. I'm going to start.
All right, then. All right, see everyone later, then. Bye-bye.
Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that watch-along stream, actually. We'll just go through a few questions after I've gotten your thoughts, Graham, on the strike force. Would you have done anything different?
I thought I was going to get away with it there for a second.
Look,
I'm gonna make no apology for the fact that I said people, footballers are there should be picked on the basis of their ability and what people see, day in, day out of them. The one thing that amazes me, and I've said it before, Matthew and Dan have heard this a lot. The one thing that amazes me with O'Brien, he came with so much promise when we signed him. He was really well liked, really well thought of, good footballer. I think I saw the word industrious used about him, but I don't know how. I fail to say it. I've jokingly said a couple of times that he doesn't like to get his kit dirty because he gets bollocked off his mother because she has to wash it for him. I think on Tuesday, he managed to get his socks dirty, and that were it. And I'm not suggesting that we go full on in all the time. And I know his position doesn't really mean that he'll always be getting hacky pants or whatever. But there's so much like Gary says, like the ball bounces off him. He seems to have like the control of at times like of a newborn lamb. Like one leg doesn't go the same way as the other leg. But take nothing away from him. Gary's spot on when he says he's done something with Charlie Wyke. Now, what exactly he's been doing with Charlie Wyke, I'm not exactly sure, but it appears to be, a really decent partnership that they've formed, and I guess if something isn't broken, then don't fix it.
Yeah.
But by the same measure, I'm itching to see Jordan Jones starting.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't want him to replace McGeady, because I just think McGeady he's got the ability to turn a game on its head like that,
Yeah.
I remember that Nelly goal where he against, was it Milton Keynes?
Yeah.
Milton Keynes, where nutmeg and
Yeah.
So for me, unfortunately, I think Jordan Jones is being kept out by O'Brien's relationship with Wyke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I'm exactly the same. I'd love to see Jordan get more game time. He looks good with the little bits we have seen of him. But I think I would stick with McGeady, Wyke, and O'Brien just because it's working. Like you said, I don't like to change it if it's working. Just knock whatever they've got between Wyke and O'Brien. It could just knock that sort of out of sync if we start changing it up. You know what I mean? But I do totally understand why you'd like to see.
I do honestly think either O'Brien's providing Wyke the rehypnol or vice versa, because whatever it is, it's just honestly, it's like it's where did we ever think we were going to get that amount of goals for Charlie Wyke?
Yeah, exactly.
We just didn't. We absolutely didn't. And whatever they're doing, they can continue doing it.
Yeah.
And there ends the conversation in case I say something I shouldn't.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll tell you what we'll do. We've got a few minutes left. We'll go through just a few of the comments. This one is, I think they were speaking about this on the Black Cat podcast. I'd like to get your opinion on whether it's realistic or not. I'll put it on the screen.
I knew this was coming up, and because if you didn't mention it, I were gonna.
Yeah, Defoe leaving Rangers. This is from Chopper SEFC. Do you think we can get him back? Right. He seems very eager. Go on, Graham. Tell us.
I got to say, I think that getting him back probably wouldn't be so much of an issue. It's the whether we want him back. And we said we had this. Hear me out. Right. When the managerial thing was being talked about, not even just the last time, the time before, the time before, the time before. We all wanted Kevin Phillips to come back, right? Everybody, sorry, not everybody. A lot of people wanted Kevin Phillips in. No, not for me, thank you. Kevin Phillips is one of them Sunderland legends who we want to remember as a Sunderland legend. And for me, Defoe isn't exactly the same boat. Defoe comes back and he's not the same footballer. It tarnishes what he has. You know what I mean? And for me, I'm sorry, Chopper, because I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of people think that we want him back. Not for me, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Gary, are you grinding your teeth or something? I can hear something really... Is that...
It's a hamster for the electricity, that's what it is.
Can you see that?
I can
hear it.
Yeah, I thought it was coming from one of you.
I don't know where that's coming from.
Stopped. It's just stopped.
It's thinking about it, isn't it? Yeah, I do get what you're saying there. Would you agree with that, Gary?
As we were talking about Sanderson earlier, I think it's the same with Defoe in terms of which league are we playing in next season. I'm a big believer that in the overall makeup of the squad and in the dressing room and whatever, you need a balance. You need experience in there. You need a bit of youthful enthusiasm as well, and you need that blend, different players for different circumstances. Now, from what I know of Defoe, he's great with the youngsters. He's still got incredible enthusiasm for the game. I've always thought, you know, even as he gets a bit older, he's now seen his finishing. A bit like Phillips, actually, who played till he was 40, 41, going around clubs like Palace and Blackpool, helping them get promoted. That I could see Defoe doing that, so why not do it with us? Then it comes down to things like wages. Where does he want to be based? You know, in his future, post-football career. So I don't know. I wouldn't be adverse to it. I wouldn't be adverse to it at all. But I think ultimately it depends: A, what league we're in, and B, the overall makeup of the squad and whether Johnson sees him coming in and adding value. You know, I'm thinking of players coming through like Kimpioka and the other young lad whose name escapes me at the moment. You know, having Defoe around the club will probably help them considerably. I remember before I'd even heard of Josh Madger, Defoe apparently taking him under his wing a little bit. You know, Madger didn't do too badly when he finally broke in. That might have been some of Defoe's influence. So there'd be some positives to it. But obviously, you know, money would be a factor as much as anything else in terms of his salary and how that fits in with any wage structure they've got. Yeah,
definitely. AJJ, I don't think he is that impressed about him. Maybe come 9 appearances plus he's 38. Me personally, 38, I don't care about that. Even the manager of Rangers saying he's fitter than a lot of the youngsters. He's always been a true professional. He may have only had 9 appearances this season, but over the 2 seasons, I think it's something like 40-odd appearances and 23 goals, something like that. So wherever he's been, his whole career, he's been a true professional. He's always scored. I personally think in this league, and definitely in the Championship, he would easily score goals, even as 38, 39-year-olds. That's just my opinion. And I don't think it would tarnish his career one bit. I think give him a season or two, and then he could, maybe like you say, have an influence just as a coaching role or whatever. I mean, he's probably going to have loads of options. Probably even better than that. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, I think that's about it. I don't think there's any more comments in here. And somebody's audio is going crackers in my ear. Sounds terrible.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna end it there. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that's come in and watched. We've had lots of viewers in, lots of people taking part in the quiz. Hope you enjoyed it. Before you go, if you haven't yet done it, give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're only a few people away from 600 subscribers, which would be a good target to get to today. So that would be fantastic. Big thank you to Red Leader Right on Twitter, or Graham, otherwise known as, and
we'll see it.
Gary Pearson on well, that's not his Twitter. I can't remember his Twitter. Yeah, both. Thank you very much, both of you, for coming on. Had a good laugh as usual. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Take it easy, everybody.
Yeah, take it easy. Go over to on this channel. We've got the next video starting literally in 2 or 3 minutes' time with Sean Middleton, Jam Sarni, and Matthew Lead. So you'll be able to watch that. Anyway, that's it. You guys take care, and for now, we'll see you later.